Let's do it.
Testing. Hey y'all, we're about to get started. Welcome to the Nebula Labs Kickoff. I'm excited you're all here. I'm super excited to tell you all about our organization. I know all of our leadership team is as well. We've got a lot to offer you. We're actually going to start off first with our partners. These are the organizations that we work with very closely on workshops, on planning, on other org-related activities. And I'd really highly encourage you all to check out their organizations as well as ours. They're great places to join, all of us are. But I think we're going to start it off with ACM if they're here yet. If not, we'll come back to them. Okay, maybe not. All right, starting off with CSG, Neil.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Neil. I am the president for CSG. What CSG is we are the largest cybersecurity group on campus. Fun fact, as of, I think, a month or two ago, we are one of the largest cybersecurity groups in Texas. What we do is we have weekly meetings every single Wednesday where we talk about some kind of cybersecurity topic. And as y'all might know, cybersecurity is a pretty huge field, so there's quite a few topics. The really cool thing about our club is that we would like to approach cyber from kind of an offensive, from a red teaming perspective. So I like to tell people that we teach y'all how to hack. We're pretty beginner friendly. We do have a pretty good on-rails plan throughout the semester so that y'all can get familiar with the cybersecurity field, just kind of get you behind the hacker seat and get some hands-on experience. We also do have some extra opportunities. We have a competitive CTF, which is kind of like competitive hacking. We have an internationally recognized competitive team. Right now I think we're ranked 7th in the US. So if any of that interests you, scan that big QR code on there. We're also in their affiliate announcements. But definitely check us out if you're interested in checking out cyber.
And we've got a double feature with CODU.
Yeah, y'all thought you could get rid of me. So I am an officer for another club called CDRU. Now the story behind it, and I'll make it quick, is that CSG is a huge club, cyber is a huge field. We had to split into two clubs, one that does more red teaming, more offensive stuff, and one that does more blue team defensive side of things. So if you weren't super jazzed about the idea of being on the hacking side, you're more interested in kind of the corporate security, being an in-house security engineer for any, literally any company, name one. CDR User Club. We have a much tighter scope. We also have a much more in-depth scope. If you really are interested in kind of the cyber defense side, if you want to work on setting up your own home lab, if you're working on setting up services and you want to make sure that they're secure, especially if they're facing the outside internet, come check out CDRU. They have meetings at this time, but if you're still interested, check out the Discord. We have quite a few resources. We're really good with sharing everything with anyone that joins. But yeah, that's all.
Yeah. Sweet. Thank you. All right. Thank you all. Next up, we got SWE.
Hi, I'm Katie. I'm an officer of SWE. SWE basically stands for the Society of Women Engineers, and we are the UT Dallas chapter. And we're dedicated to helping women in engineering reach their full potential as engineers and leaders. And we work with the national organization to do a lot of really good programs. One of which is the Ladies in Tech Mentoring Program. It connects freshmen with upperclassmen, provides a really valuable mentorship experience for freshmen who are trying to get used to college. And also you can kickstart your professional development and getting ready for a career. We also do education outreach, which we basically help K through 12 students in the local community. And we also do SWE Match, which is a competitive and non-competitive project, basically engineering team project. And through that, you can build both of your technical and collaboration skills. So it's a really great opportunity. We also offer a really wide range of events, such as industry collabs with companies, outreach and volunteering with the local schools, and we also have a chance to attend the WE conference, which is a really big conference, happens every fall, and it's a really, really good opportunity to get jobs because they have a really big job fair there. And we do have scholarships for that you can apply for. and if you show up to the meetings, you have a higher chance of getting it. So yeah, we also have a lot of industry collabs. I'm going to list them off. AT&T, Capital One, JP Morgan Chase, and others, other companies like that. So whether someone's looking for mentorship, professional development, volunteering, or a strong community, SWE is here and we're offering a lot of really good opportunities for professional development and friendship as well. Anyone interested can scan the QR code and learn how to get involved. Thank you.
Thank you, SWE. All right, next up we've got the Artificial Intelligence Society. Good round of applause for them.
Hi guys, my name is Avita. I'm the president of Artificial Intelligence Society, and our goal as an organization is to demystify AI by teaching people the technical skills and the tools that are needed to build AI products. And so, if you're a complete beginner, you don't know how to code, you don't know how AI works, you don't know, kind of the technical aspects of it, we have a pipeline for you. So the first step of that pipeline is AI Academy. And so that's going to be bi-weekly workshops where you start with an intro to Python and you build all the way up into a project by the end of the semester. And so that's for that's for people that don't have a whole lot of technical experience. Total beginner AI Academy is for you. After that, we have AI mentorship. So some of you guys might have heard of AIM. You spend a semester with a group of 5 to 6 people and you build a project full stack. And so that's what AI mentorship is. And then once you finish AI mentorship, you go to innovation labs, which is very similar to Nebula, where you spend a long time, developing a project that is meant for other people to use. But I guess for this general audience, AI Academy and AI mentorship are 2 of the programs that might be interesting to you. So if you guys want to learn more, the QR code is up there. That has a link to our Instagram, our Discord, our LinkedIn, any sort of application or any sort of links you guys might need regarding AIS, that QR code is it. In addition to that, our applications for our AI mentorship program are due tomorrow. So if you guys are interested, make sure to learn more on our Instagram and make sure to get that application by tomorrow night. So on top of our pipeline, on top of our longer term programs, we also have events that are open to anyone. So today we have actually an AI chats going on, so that's like an internship panel. But we have more events coming up, so if you want to stay in touch with AIS, follow our Instagram, our LinkedIn, our Discord, anything you guys, any platform that you guys prefer, we like to keep our updates on there. So I think that should be it.
Thank you guys. All right, got another double feature with Women Who Compute and Women in Cybersecurity.
Hey guys, my name is Aria. I'm the drum player for Women Who Compute, and basically what our org is we do weekly events with corporate sponsors. So next week we actually have a workshop, and the week after we have a Golden Stacks event. Our biggest thing is we have speed mentoring every semester, where basically you get to have one-on-one conversations with recruiters, SWEs, project managers, you name it, from lots of companies like JP, Goldman, Microsoft. So be sure to check us out. We try to make the tech space more inclusive. And we'd love to have you there at our events. So scan the QR code for more information. And next up, we have Lisa's Women in Cybersecurity. It's exactly what it sounds like. We try to make the cybersecurity space a little bit more inclusive, a little less intimidating. If you're a minority, a woman interested in cybersecurity, or just want to learn more about it, please feel free to check out our link tree that has a link to our Discord, LinkedIn, Instagram. We have corporate events this year, so we have an event with Amazon next month, an event with Copart coming up, so please check it out. We hope to see you there. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we've got the National Society of Black Engineers.
Hello everybody, my name is Aiden. I'm the membership chair for the UTD National Society of Black Engineers. Now to put it simply, what is NSB? What do we do? Well, we are a professional development organization. We do not have to be Black or even an engineer to join NSB, but our entire goal is to help our student body develop themselves professionally, so that when you guys become professionals, you can give back to the community of your choice. Now, how do we do that? The main things are going to be interview prep, resume workshops, and whatever other random workshops that we have going on. We would love to see you guys out. One thing that we do that's special with NSB is that we do conferences. Imagine our conferences twice a year, once a semester, as a big career fair just for a bunch of engineers, and they are looking to hire us. And we want to prepare you as well as we can to get to those conferences. We do have a lot of social events as well. Next Saturday we have our cookout. Next Monday we have our study night. So if you need some study help, want to network as well, NSB is the place to do it. If you want to keep in contact, our link tree is going to be up there. We post all event reminders on our Instagram and on our Discord announcements. Thank you for having us.
Sweet. Next up, we've got UX Club. Okay, I will talk about a little bit about UX Club. We do a lot of workshop. Oh, you're okay. My bad.
Hi everyone, I'm Vi.
I'm Sally.
I'm Rohan.
Okay, so we're here on behalf of the UX Club. Before I get started, can I see just like a show of hands? How many of y'all have heard of the UX Club here on campus? Okay, Martin. Okay. Sorry. Anyways, so for those who haven't heard about us, the UX Club is an open, welcoming community to students who have interest in user experience, product design, stuff like that. But you don't have to have any experience in these fields, just a spark of interest, you know? We teach everyone everything they need to know to be in this club. We use tools and teach our student body how to use these tools that are well known in the industry, such as Figma and stuff like that. We have amazing events planned for y'all this semester, including Kickoff, professional events, workshops. We have a design-a-thon coming up in October. It'll be October 26th. Where we have the entirety of ECS West booked out for a weekend, and you guys will design an application through Figma and show that to company sponsors, judges, and people like that. There's also a lot of networking opportunities through our club, and more than just the technical side, we also have a lot of socials so that you guys can meet each other and find a community within the UX Club.
Yeah, speaking more of Kickoff that I mentioned, it's coming up very soon on September 8th in this very room actually, ECS West 1.315. At 7 p.m. So be there. There will be free food, so make sure to scan that QR code up there and RSVP so we know how much food to get. But yeah, come to the Kickoff if you want to learn a little bit more about our club. There's going to be fun activities. You can meet some new people and just talk to the officers if you have any questions. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you. But yes, at the Kickoff, we will share more information about our events, design-a-thon, all that, and so we'd love to see you guys there to learn more about our semester, what we're planning for. Also, beside that QR code, you can follow us on Instagram, which is UX_UTD, to know more of our events as most updated on Instagram. So thank you, and hope to see you there.
Thank you, guys. All right, next up, we've got Women Mentoring Women in Engineering.
President of WIMWE, which stands for Women Mentoring Women in Engineering. So a little bit about us is that we're basically like a mentorship program where we pair students, like you guys, with industry professionals. So it basically helps foster like a community of, just to encourage like the growth of women in engineering. So these mentor teams, they're basically two mentors with paired with 4 to 5 mentees. And in the past, we've had mentors from JP Morgan, Microsoft, L3 Harris, Texas Instruments, and much more. Other than the mentorship program, you can also get involved with us with all the events that we have, socials, technical workshops, and all of that sort of stuff. And yeah, so if you're interested to be a mentee, applications are due September 8th. And if you want to stay up to date with our events and all of that, you can follow us on Instagram. And that's our website there as well. Yeah. Thank you.
All right, next up we got WeHack.
Hi, my name is Faith. I'm the marketing director for WeHack. So WeHack is a gender-inclusive hackathon that happens in the spring semester. So our mission is to create a safe space for women, non-binary, and underrepresented minority groups. So it's a 24-hour event where you can learn how to code, or you can do a business track or a design track. You do not need to know how to go to join. It's very beginner friendly, and it's a really great experience. It's also, we provide workshops throughout the fall and spring semester to prepare you for the event. So it's a great way to learn something new and a new skill. For any updates for the workshops and for registration, you can follow us on WeHackUTD on Instagram.
Yes.
Okay, and last but certainly not least, we have the Consulting Leadership and Development Society, which may not be here. But I will say, I just spoke at their kickoff yesterday. They're a great organization if you want to get into consulting. I think they're being sponsored by Cognizant this semester, who's looking to actively hire from the people who partake in their application and get accepted. So definitely look into them if you're interested in consulting. Now that we've gone through all of the student orgs at UT Dallas, a little bit about Nebula Labs. So we are an interdisciplinary community that builds projects and people. So breaking that down, as an interdisciplinary community, we're made up of multiple divisions. So really, whatever your major is, we have a place for you, and I'll go over those divisions a little bit more in a second. We build projects. So we're not going to be building your portfolio website or your buddy's next cool app idea, but we are building projects that help UT Dallas students like you. We're solving problems like registration, community building, studying, and the like. And we build people. So we invest in our members. We use industry standard tools and practices. We give you the opportunity to build your confidence using these tools, and we give you the opportunity to give back to your community. So on our projects and divisions, the structure of our org. So if you are interested in marketing or product, those would be our two divisions that meet once a week on their own. They'll be going over how to market each project and how to market the org as a whole. And then for product, the entire life cycle of each of our projects, start to finish, where it should go, and all of the user feedback involved in that. If you join in engineering or design, you'll join on a project that meets once a week with its engineers and designers to implement and create the user interface or working on an API. But our divisions are led by a division head, our projects are led by a project lead, and we'll hear more about their projects and divisions now.
Hello, I'm Ethan. I'm the executive director here at Nebula Labs, which kind of just means I'm the person over the projects. The camera. All right. So here you're gonna get to hear about all of our wonderful projects that we have going this semester from our wonderful project leads. They know what they're doing. They know our tech stack. They've been working on these projects. And so I'm gonna pass it off to our Jupiter project lead.
Hey y'all, I'm Braden. I'm the project lead for Jupiter. So, I think a big issue for first year students is it's hard to know where to find your place. So whether it be clubs or events or just finding the people that you want to hang out with. It's tough to find that. You don't know where to look. And so that is where Jupiter comes in. So Jupiter is basically the place where you will be able to connect with clubs. And so that'll look like you can find clubs, you can search for events, you can just generally keep yourself up to date with what's going on. And so we've been working on this product for about 3 years now. And so we're getting pretty close to being ready to launch. So in the next year, we want to work on a few main things to kind of get us ready. And so one of those things is design upgrades. Like we have designs ready that we need engineers who can put those into practice. We need new designs for new features that we want to do. So another one of those features would be we want to make a club matching system. So you all, the students, would give us things like your interests and your past experiences, and we would give you a list of club suggestions that you might be interested in. Another thing that we want to do is add calendars. So for our student orgs, being able to get events out to you really easily is super important, and that would be the purpose of the calendar links. So for our engineering prospects, We use a mix of Next.js, TypeScript, React, and a few common web technologies. If you're not into the engineering thing, we still have plenty of need for designers, so don't fret. In summary, basically, if you have an interest in gaining real-world skills in engineering, design, or anything adjacent, or you want to be involved in a product that is close to releasing, then Jupiter is a great place to be. It also doesn't hurt that it's a great thing to put on your resume. So if you have any interest at all, just show up to the first meeting. We have them every Tuesday on the 3rd floor of ECS South. That's room 3.250 from 5:30 to 7 p.m. on Tuesdays. So again, thank you all for showing up, and I hope to see you on Tuesday.
Hi everyone, I'm Emma. I'm the project lead for Trends and Sketch this year. And a lot of you may have heard of or used UCD Trends before, but if not, you should know that our goal is to bring all the information that you need to choose your courses together in one place and make it easy to use. And so we've built, basically we think that you shouldn't need to have 40 tabs open and struggle to plan your class registration. It should be simple. So we have a website called UTD Trends that brings together aggregated grade distributions and rank my professor data all in one place, and lets you visualize this data, compare it, search through it, and filter it, and basically makes registration much simpler. We also have My Planner, which is a new feature on there that lets you find sections that are being taught in the next semester for your courses and professors and see how they fit in your schedule. To go along with Trends, we have Sketch, which is the Chrome and Firefox extension that brings the same information directly into Schedule Planner and makes it visible, and really simplifies that side of course registration. Trends is very widely used and actually had over 20,000 active users in the last year. And both of our tools are very useful and help a lot of real students. So we have some plans to make them better in the next year and the next semester. And some of these include analyzing and extracting information from my professor reviews and incorporating into Trends, bringing data from syllabi and including it in Trends, adding course and professor suggestions, and improving our mobile UI. This is all going to take a lot of work from both engineers and designers, so if you're interested in contributing, come to one of our meetings. Trends is a great opportunity to gain new skills, like working with Next.js or React if you're an engineer, working with Figma if you're a designer, and it's also a great opportunity to work on something where you'll have a real impact and learn how and experience working on an established project.
All right, hello everyone. All right, I'm the project lead of API and platform. So essentially, we are the backbone of Nebula. So we are essentially the backend service that provide data to every other project at Nebula, including Jupiter and Trends. So, and also many other projects all over the campus. So normally you won't be, our project won't be visible to you guys, but if you're a developer and you want to build something cool that could help the other students on campus, API and Nebula API is definitely a place for you to get the data from. So we do so through a variety of public and private API endpoints, utilizing the primarily backend technologies, and also the toolkit that we have built that we are very proud of that allows us to collect the data from different data sources, like scraping from the public university websites, and also calling a third-party APIs, or just simply asking the school for the data. But like most of the times, that third option doesn't come with a lot of success. So our goal for this semester is to to simply expand the database. So we have one of the largest database at UTD, but we want to expand those databases beyond just containing the academic data or information like the course book or the professors or the events, but we want the Nebula database to contain literally everything about UTD. So in order to be able to do that, we are going to have to develop the toolkit that can collect more data, and then using the same set of methods or approaches that we've been using for the previous kind of data, and also deliver the endpoints for those data. And then at the same time, we also have to tackle some of the issues that we are having with the current data processing pipeline to produce the more automated and efficient version of it. And then another thing that we also focus on is we need to do some unit testing and also integration testing on the service to make sure to ensure the code quality, but also to make sure that the service is going to be functional when it is integrated with a front-end client. And the last thing that we for the API and platform team is going to do is that we're going to be doing a lot of brainstorming, exploring some of the new things like GraphQL or the natural language search query. That would definitely give the users more flexibility in terms of how they can access and query the data. And that would also pave the way for more potential LLM integration or collaboration with the other projects. So if you are interested in working on the backend, not visible to the user, but like something that is working behind those web applications, definitely join API platform. We have the meeting every Thursday at 7 p.m. So yeah, if you have any questions, just come talk to me after the kickoff. I'll be happy to answer those questions. Thank you very much.
I'm back. Our project lead for Notebook unfortunately has a class right now, so I'm filling in for him. Notebook is our new project this semester. You may have heard about it a little bit. We've been kind of quiet about it since it's new. So Notebook is a new note-sharing platform that we're starting from the ground up this semester. Basically, the goal is, some people, I hope most of you, make really useful notes for your classes. And, hey, you might give them to some friends, but at some point it's like, you have these resources and they just disappear into the ether. People keep remaking kind of the same thing. And so we were thinking, hey, wouldn't it be great if there was a place UTD students could upload these notes that they've made, these other resources that they found, and made it easier for other students to find. And so that's kind of the mission statement for Notebook. The unique thing about Notebook, and compared to the other projects we have going right now, is that it is brand new. There is no real groundwork there's a ground, but there's not a fully fleshed out interface, all that. That is up to everyone who ends up working on it to sort of determine what it looks like, what it's going to be. And so it uses a similar tech stack to Trends in Jupyter. It's going to be a web app, same kind of thing, but obviously it brings that new experience. You're going to be doing a lot more probably like ideation. So yeah, that's Notebook. And I think now I'm passing it to Abir.
All right, hey everyone. Before we get started, I know some of y'all are scrolling Instagram right now, so while you're at it, head over to the UT Nebula page. Like our posts and reels, we just pushed out a reel like a few hours ago. We'd like to get the numbers up on that. But thank you guys for coming here. I'm Abiram. I'm the VP of Nebula Labs. And what that means is I'm in charge of the divisions that we have in our organization. So I know Tyler mentioned that we have products and divisions. we actually operate at the intersection of both of those. But before we go on, how many of y'all have heard of our projects before? All right, it's a good number. Clap your hands if you're interested in working on one of our projects. You can do like multiple claps. All right, so what makes our projects work is all of these divisions. So we have people from many different backgrounds, majors, and different interests that are all coming together to make the best products. And the reason that you've heard of projects like Trends and Jupyter and UTD Rooms is because we have a great team of engineers, designers, product, and marketing members on our teams. So if you are engineering inclined, we have a lot of scope for developing projects in all stages. As you can see, our projects go from back-end API all the way up to front-end React.js type tech stacks. And so there is something truly for all of you. And all these projects are in different stages of development. So like Ethan was saying about Notebook, it's completely new. You can help influence the architecture and the structure of our project. Whereas you can also work on projects like Trends, which are now just on their second stage of iteration. What our engineering division does in our meetings, well, we help interact with design and get all the components in that we need to, all the engineering insights, the architecture that needs to be done. And obviously we go out and code. That's a big portion of what engineering does, and they're involved in the meeting. So if you're an engineer, you're with Trends or Jupyter or Notebook or API. Our engineering division has a lead, his name is Ayush, he couldn't be here today, but what he does is he helps all the engineers get the tools they need, get the access they need, and know the content that they need to make these projects the best projects. So the engineering team works really hand in hand with every aspect of the project development, and Ayush helps you become a good engineer. So what he runs are a series of workshops that happen throughout the semester, throughout the year. These are to give you, if you have no coding experience, we always welcome you to the organization, and this is how you grow. We are partnering with HackUTD for their Dev Day, which is on September 13th, so the following Saturday. And you can go there if you want to, if you've ever wanted to make a hackathon project, if you've never done a web app on your own, come to Dev Day. We'll be partnering with HackUTD, providing our API so you get some hands-on experience with that before you join one of our projects as well. There will be a lot of food you'll be taken care of, and scan the QR code if you're interested in that. Alright, all good? Next up, we have a GitHub workshop on Monday, September 15th, so right after that weekend. This is perfect if you have never used GitHub before. Maybe you've used GitHub, but you don't really understand it. We want GitHub to be your best friend. All our projects use it. It's the best way to keep track of your developments, and it will make you a much more productive engineer, but also you'll be more confident in your abilities mastering GitHub. So that's on September 15th at 7 p.m. It's in Founders North, 2.302, and there will be pizza. You don't have to sign up for that. It's open to everyone. We especially recommend our newer engineers to go to those meetings, but if you want to bring a friend, go ahead. And once again, you'll find all this information in our Discord. If you follow our Instagram, there will be a marketing post about that as well. So moving on to the design division, our head is Hiranya. She also could not be here, same class. What they work on is very similar to how engineering operates, where you're part of a team. So you're a designer in Trends, API, well, not really API, but you're a designer in Trends, Jupyter, and for Notebook. A lot of what you do is help shape the look of our organization and our organization's products. So those of you that love the UI of Trends, that think it's miles ahead of anything else you've used of that nature, thank our designers because they do a lot of good work in making the components work well together. The colors, the shadows, the rounded corners, all of those are very carefully considered by our designers. The design division, Hiranya, what she's in charge of, much like Ayush, she's going to be running workshops and helping you designers get on board and working with our tools. And so this is more about design. Branding is a very important part of our organization. You can, when you see these colors, you know it's Nebula Labs, and design works really well with marketing in making sure that our products are marketable in that sense. And there's a lot of collaboration that designers can have with the product division, which I'll talk about. and also the engineers. And so it's a very good place if you want to flex your design arm. We have a design workshop on September 10th at 7 p.m., so that's next week. Location will be in our Discord, but there will be pizza. You'll learn Figma, which is an industry standard tool that will help you prototype for Nebula and also your own projects. And same policy, you can bring anyone, and you can also hang out with Nebula officers. If you want to read the note at the bottom right, Hiranya left that just for you guys. She's very passionate about the organization, and she just wants to say that she's always a friendly face that you can always talk to. She says she'll be teaching a beginner-friendly Figma workshop, and she's very nice. She said she doesn't bite. You'll have to see for yourself. All right, moving on to marketing.
Hi, I'm Emily. I'm the head of marketing, and basically our goal is just to increase the visibility of our club as well as our individual projects. So we're going to be working a lot on creating digital content as well as in-person marketing means, and if you are interested at all in a non-technical role in the tech field, it would be a really great opportunity for you guys to gain some experience. So our meetings are 5:30 on Thursdays, and I hope to see you guys there.
Hi everyone, this is Asad. I lead products over here. Well, I must admit it's a little nerve-wracking to be in a room full of engineers as a business major. Let me allow you in on a secret, okay? Engineers, they're actually smart bunch of individuals. We business graduates, we know how to talk smart, we know how to act smart. So let's keep this within the room, okay? Don't let any of the JSON people know that I said that about them, because I am a JSON myself. Well, thank you first of all for showing up in great numbers. And since I am leading product, I will also tell you that product division is relatively a new division over here. We, at this semester, the goal is to integrate within the larger Nebula organization. So let's just start with a question. How many of you guys have used any of the UTD products, like e-learning or Orion? Show of hands, please. Great. So everybody over here has used it. Now keep your hands raised if you like those products. And be honest, okay? Okay, I only see one and probably a nervous hand over there. So there's just one person who likes it. So I think it all boils down to how good a product is. So what distinguishes a good product from an average product? Let's just take Uber as a case in point, right? Why has Uber stuck around for almost 2 decades versus your average ride-hailing apps? Or why has Duolingo stood out with us as an AI-powered language learning app and not the other average app? It all boils down to great products. Our engineering heads, our trends heads have all talked about how they're putting in the efforts to make good products for you. The reason that we are here, and I am here in particular, is because I strongly believe that Trends, for example, is such a great product. It brings everything in one website for you. I had a very hard time looking for courses, the right professors, and the professors would also give me a good grade, right? At least, at the end of the semester, I want to walk out with an A. So I really do believe that's the core of it all. Just as a testament, no other returning members are up at the podium. My product people are up over there. There's one and there's two. So see how great product division is. If you don't know anything about product, please join us for 1 semester. Learn as much as you can, because we are sure that we're going to learn 1 or 2 things from you. You're going to learn the same from us. And you get the opportunity to learn as you do. What makes Nebula different from all the other organizations, I believe, on this campus is you get a hands-on opportunity to deliver something and make an impact. So one of my professors in my first semester said, hey, Asad, just go to every club meeting for the first semester and decide for yourself which club suits you the best. Hey, I'm saving you some time. Join Nebula directly. It's worth every penny that you spend on us, and time-wise, metaphorically. Okay? Just to sum it all, I would say the core of product is to be a customer advocate. Customers in our scenario are you, the students. So we will do user testing this semester. We will be suggesting feature enhancements. We meet on Mondays, 7 p.m. regularly. We'll share all the details as well. And then the products that the things that we use are Canva, Confluence, and Figma. So I'm very hopeful that this semester turns out to be a great one for you. And if you join us, we are sure that it's going to be a great one for Nebula as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Asad. And let's give one more round of applause for all of our amazing leads and heads that have talked today. So our faculty sponsor, John Cole, just stepped out for a moment, so we're going to come back to this. So we talked a lot about the practicalities of how Nebula runs, its structure, its projects, its divisions, but I want to emphasize that we are also a community. And because of this, we understand that you are all students, we're all in the same place, you all come from different backgrounds, and we do ask you come to a weekly meeting and give some of your time outside to be a part of Nebula, but we highly emphasize flexibility and accommodation. So we'll assign you tasks, but if you have a test or if you have 3 tests coming up next week, your workload will easily lessen. So beyond that flexibility, we also have a bunch of socials and fun events to bridge the gap between all of our projects and divisions and bring people together to work across the entire org. So we have a monthly all hands, like the one on Tuesday, which will be our ice cream social. We also do a Nebula hack once a semester, which is just an internal hackathon, pizza, fun, working on some good Nebula stuff with good people. We have socials every once in a while, whether that be a pool party or the ice cream social on Tuesday or something like that. And we do hackathon sponsorships. So you may have heard we sponsored Hack AI last semester. We're working with Hack UTD this semester, and we're hoping to continue that. Here's more about how to get involved.
All right, guys. So I'll take a little, segue from y'all getting involved, and I want to talk about how we all got involved and why we're still involved. You can see that there's so many people passionate about Nebula Labs, and the reason that they're up here today is because they really gave in to their passion, and they decided that, hey, I want to help people. I want to use my skills in engineering, in design, in product and marketing to make the best products for UTD students and also contribute to a team while building my own skills. And that kind of exemplifies what we're looking for, all of us, in all of y'all, when you're showing interest in our organization. So be sure to come up to each of the project leads and the design heads and the division heads to ask specifically what they want in a designer in Jupyter. But what I'm going to stand up here and tell you is we care the most about passion. So are you showing up to our events? Are you reaching out when you have questions? Are you genuinely interested in making meaningful change to over half the campus with just one product? And if that is you, then you are a good fit for Nebula Labs, and Nebula Labs is the place to be for you. We have a lot of social events. That's just for y'all to get to know us better and for us to get to know you better. And it's really just a laid-back environment where we can all just kind of talk, get updates about the future of some of the products, and see what other people in our organization are doing. That's very important because that's how you make these connections, and that's how you come up here and you can speak so passionately about the organization that you're in. We have an interest form that's going to come on Discord later tonight. That's just a form to show interest. We have over 100 people here today, more than 50 returning members, and we'll have a lot more that apply than the people in this room. So the interest form is just to give first priority in our teams to people so that the project leads and the division heads can assign tasks at a reasonable volume to everyone that is chosen through the interest form. But our meetings and all our socials are always open. We are an open source club and our doors are open for everything. So regardless of if you filled out the interest form, if you've gotten selected for any of the projects, feel free, schedule permitting, to come to all of our events, all of our meetings, and you can definitely contribute to Nebula Labs if you're passionate enough, and that's what I want to leave you with.
Hello guys, I'm Joel. I'm the secretary here at Nebula Labs, and basically what I do all the administrative stuff for our organization. I book the rooms, I handle all the formal communications with everyone. So for that interest form, I'll be the one reaching out with telling you where you are going to end up and how your journey through Nebula Labs is going to look like. So basically, here is just the spreadsheet of all our different events and the schedule for the different products and divisions. So what you should notice, and it's very important, is that not a single meeting is at the same time. That is important because you could attend any meeting you'd like and learn from any division or product that you'd like. So if you're interested in Jupyter and Trends, you can attend both, learn from both, and grow. If you're interested in Trends and you also want to market Trends to other people, you can join the marketing division, go into marketing meetings, and go into the Trends meetings. So it's a very flexible thing, and if you can't make one, you can make the other. So it's very easy to make a choice, and it's all throughout the week. Here we don't have some of the rooms for our social or for our design workshop, and Hacking Today we do have the room, so we'll update that once we post these slides. But our design workshop, we are working on getting a room, so that will be announced on our Discord, and it will probably be updated once we upload these slides. So thank you all for coming, and I'm going to pass it off to our president.
All right. Okay, guys, I want to thank you all once again for coming. Please scan a QR code, our interest form, and of course, everything about us will be in our Discord. Most of it's on the Instagram, and then we've also got a nice website. The Instagram is fun, too. The Instagram is fun. So please scan a QR code, and then we're all going to be hanging around for questions. So real quick, I'm going to send our Trends lead over to that corner. We're going to have our Jupyter lead over here. We're going to have our API lead over there. We're going to have our marketing and product divisions here. And if you have a question about any of the divisions that weren't here, or Notebook, or anything about the interest form process or the org in general, all of the officer team will be up at the podium. So Abriam's got one more thing, but thank you all for coming.
All right, before y'all clap and all that, can we say Nebula Labs on 3? All right, is everyone ready? 1, 2, 3. Nebula Labs! All right, thank you guys for coming.
Okay, get over in your corner. Get over in your corner. It's not a corner, bro. In the middle of the room. How is CDRU?
Guys, I got the nerve. I was a little shaky, but
it's fine. In the world.
Yeah, it was good. It was very packed, and I didn't expect that.
Yes, let me just.
I got a little nervous. I was a little